reaction is mature audiences only. So if you can't stand the heat, stay away from the fire. Well. What's up, Raider Nation? I am the Commish. Coming to you live, as always, from the friendly confines of Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. I know it's been a long weekend. Want to make sure you can find us at the proper location. We're just down the street. Past the house with the boarded up windows. Make sure you stop at the corner and ask my man Joe. He's a gentleman, he's a scholar, he's a Raider fan, but the man's gotta make a living. So he's a man of commerce. So slip in what you should, and he's gonna point you in the right direction. He's gonna tell you to take a left, and then a right. And as you find yourself strolling down the damn street, minding your own goddamn business, looking for where you're supposed to go, you're gonna pass a deep, dark alley to your immediate right. And as you pass that alley, a cool breeze will hit you that chills you right to your skeletal core. And you'll find yourself asking, was that the autumn wind? Oh, you goddamn right. Should you venture down that deep, dark alley? Well, of course you should. Because what you're going to find at the end is a special little place that we like to call... What do we like to call it? Oh, you know what we like to call it. Deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction. And as it is every Monday on Raider Reaction, it's a little bit of a Monday night Misfit madness. But my Misfit is not arrived just yet, and he's en route and will be here any minute. So while we wait for Big L to grace us with his presence soon enough, we will get into a little bit of Misfit madness to begin with anyway, because there's so much to talk about this week. We've got, but before we get into this week, I digress. And obviously, we want to start every one of our Monday Night Misfit Madness with the big story of the weekend. And the big story of this weekend, without a doubt, was the passing of one of the Raider greats, Cliff Branch. Speed kills, number 21. He was an athlete at the pinnacle of his game that should have been recognized long before he passed. To me, that is the biggest crime of this. We've been talking about, I would say, for quite some time, the real push to get this core of Raiders that has not made it into the Hall of Fame, to get them in, the Philip Villapianos, the Tom Floreses, the Jim Plunkett's, the Cliff Branches. We did not want to see them go the way of Kenny the Snake Stabler, but unfortunately, it seems that it has. He wasn't allowed to stand on the stage like he should have. A wide receiver in the National Football League that achieved not one, not two, but 3 Super Bowl championship rings at the pinnacle of his craft. He has stats that are much better than others at the same position that are already in the Hall. And he wears that jewelry. The fact that you cheated a man who laid it on the line and gave everything and achieved at the pinnacle of his career, the fact that you cheated him the opportunity to stand on that stage, to stand next to his bust, to be given the jacket, his Hall of Fame ring, to be able to stand up there and honor those that help him to get to where he got in life, in his professional career, for him to be able to give accolades, for him to be able to stand up there and tell his story to the masses and have it recorded forever to be there for prosperity purposes. The man and his family were cheated of that. He lost so much recently in the fire. It's a crime that he was not inducted prior to his passing. A crime. A damn shame. And the Hall of Fame failed miserably. Hung a dark cloud over all of the Saturday and Sunday festivities at the Hall of Fame. A dark cloud over all of it. When you're looking at all these other guys go in, and you have a gentleman that just passed that achieved arguably as much, if not more, than a lot of guys that were on that stage. Not taking anything away, from the great lineman that was up there. Who played for the Titans and the Jets. It's fantastic you blocked for a couple guys who got a lot of yards in regular season. This guy achieved and performed on the greatest stage that the game has. It's nice you blocked for the Titans when, CJY2K ran for 2,000 yards. You put that guy in. But you got guys like Cliff Branch who aren't in. So I don't know what the fix is here. But obviously, whatever you're doing currently is wrong. Horribly wrong. Because the fact that this guy is not in, the fact that there is a long laundry list of others, where the hell do I start? There's a long laundry list of others, and rest in peace, my man. A Raider legend. Rest in peace, Mr. Cliff Branch. Speed kills, number 21. 3-time He's a Hall of Famer. I'll say it now. He will be a Hall of Famer. He is a Hall of Famer. It's unfortunate they didn't call his name before he passed. The man's a Hall of Famer, and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. So that's the big story of the weekend. Unfortunately, Big L got caught up in traffic, so he's not quite here yet. Let me check on his status. Let's see here. I believe I might hear him. Alright, before we move on, get to that. That was our big story of the weekend, obviously the passing of Cliff Branch. I hope some of you caught our tribute that we ran. And on when we heard of his passing on Saturday night, we did run a little live tribute of his highlights and some of Cliff talking about his past successes. And, you know, so some Coach Madden talking about him and everything else. So he may have. Somebody say purple drink? Maybe that's what's slowing Big L up. But, all right. So tomorrow night, as we all know, Hard Knocks kicks off. It's, you know, it is what it is. You know how I feel about it. It's like fucking football Teen Mom. But it kicks off tomorrow, and everybody's been hitting us up already. You guys gonna stream it? Of course we're gonna stream it, man. I've been telling you guys all goddamn off season that we had you guys covered. So for Hard Knocks, just like we've done in the past, we have pirate pages planted all over social media. So all you have to do is come to our page about 30 minutes before the airing, and we'll have the link up to the pirate page. You click on the link, you go to it, you watch it with the rest of Raider Nation, and there you go.
Hey, bitches.
Oh my God.
Uh-huh.
Easy now.
Y'all thought y'all was gonna get rid of the big fella, didn't you?
Ooh, you're so minty.
Y'all oh, you like that, do you? How y'all doing?
All right. We're whole now.
We have a Did you tell them about the segment?
We ain't got to that yet. No,
Okay.
I'm working.
Okay.
I had to talk about the big story of the weekend was Cliff Branch, which we'll be touching on that anyway.
I got something.
Yes.
I got something.
But get yourself comfy.
Oh,
Get comfy. Come on. Get comfy.
for you motherfuckers that don't know, y'all done pissed me the fuck off. Oh yeah, I've been calm. Yeah. It's his show.
Sometimes.
Most of the time. But y'all done fuck with my boy. You goddamn right.
So, Hard Knocks is tomorrow night. Just come to the page half hour before the viewing.
Fuck Hard Knocks.
We'll have the pirate page up. So on Tuesdays, because obviously during this time slot, the majority of us all are going to be watching Hard Knocks. I'm going to be watching it too. We're going to have the stream up. I'll probably comment in there with you guys while we're watching the stream together. But directly after, as soon as it cuts,
I'm not watching shit.
we're going to go live with the Hard Knocks reaction show and the Raider Nation report all wrapped up in one. So we'll have the instant reaction show. You guys watched it. I watched it. As soon as it cuts, we'll come back, go live, and we'll talk about it, and then we'll have the rest of the Raider Nation report as well on Tuesdays. So that's what we're going to do on Tuesdays going forward. Same Raider time, same Raider channel the rest of the week, but on Tuesdays we're going to move it back an hour so that you can all watch Hard Knocks.
I'm still going to be wiping my ass with the fucking show. Oh yeah, y'all done got the raw motherfucker tonight.
It's Teen Mom for football. I'm not a huge fan of it either.
What?
I call it Teen Mom for
that's
football.
right,
It's
that's
just
right.
terrible reality TV. It's like along the lines of Teen Mom and, you know, rich bitches of fucking Beverly Hills or whatever.
And for those of y'all that watch it, I hope your daughter ends up on that fucking show.
So,
Be a parent. Your daughter out there getting dick down when she's 12 because you a nasty motherfucker. Yeah, you got the rating.
and then you pimping her on TV.
Yeah, and then you gonna pimp her out on TV, you lazy motherfucker. Teach the bitch some fucking scruples.
And on the next few Raider Nation reports and Hard Knocks after shows, reaction shows, what the fuck you want to call whatever's going on Tuesdays at 8
Team
Pacific,
fucking
11
mom.
Central. We've got I've got 3 Panini Prism Derek Carr rookie cards.
What?
And I'm going to be giving one of those
You
away.
got Derek Carr sandwiches?
Rookie cards.
Oh.
Rookie cards.
You said panini.
Yes, they're paninis. Not that kind of panini. Not how. Don't get excited. It's not like pastrami.
Did you see the physique?
I did.
I mean, fun. Does it have pastrami in it?
It did have pastrami. No, but I'll be giving one of these away over for some. You'll have to tune in to find out how. Last week we gave some stuff away for comment of the night. I don't know what it'll be tomorrow night. Whatever I feel like. So tune in tomorrow. You get a chance to win that and a few stickers as well. So tune in tomorrow night to the show after Hard Knocks. After you come watch the Pirates stream with all the rest of us.
Better fucking tune in.
Tune in, and then we'll all talk about it afterwards. So, since it is Monday, Big L and I come in after the weekend. It's been a long break of the sports news cycle. We would like to.
I'm pissed.
We touched on the big story of the weekend first, which was obviously Cliff Branch passing. And then we've got to touch on the opposite side, which would be our weekend D-bag. So, I would like to present my weekend D-bag to the viewers first. Big L will present his candidate for the weekend D-bag.
Oh, you goddamn right.
And then we would like you guys
the word of the day.
to choose the official Raider Reaction weekend D-bag of this past weekend. And we'll leave that up to you guys. But
the word of the day, you goddamn right.
I believe L's candidate is very strong, so I think he should go second because I got a feeling this is pretty strong.
It's a motherfucking runaway. I'm telling you that.
I
right
really believe it is
now.
too. It is really a fucking the running of the bulls.
You're telling me to sit down. I can't sit down with that one. But
No.
go ahead.
I know. I can't follow that. So my D-bag of the week, the weekend D-bag, I would like to put him up. I would like to put up Ty Law. Did anybody happen to catch the speech of Ty Law where he asked all of his Cheatriot fucking alumni to stand up so they could all stand next to each other and stroke each other off in the biggest live circle jerk I have ever seen. We started this. You didn't start a dynasty, Ty Law. You didn't start shit. You shouldn't even be in there. Don't even start me on the argument of how the fuck you got in there before Jack Tatum, who played the same position as you. Don't even
Motherfuckers.
Don't even get me started. Okay? Don't even get me started.
Sorry.
But how you can stand there and say you started a dynasty. You didn't start a dynasty.
Start a motherfucking thing.
You didn't start nothing. The referees started a dynasty. The referee started your dynasty. Everybody knows it. Your dynasty started on Raider blood in the snow, and we all know it. The nation knows it. Everybody knows it.
And it continued on your knees every opportunity you got.
Dynasty has asterisks all over it, like pimples on a fat girl's ass. So
hey, skinny bitches got bumps too. Love the chunky, damn it.
But I'm just saying that's your dynasty. That's your dynasty. So my D-bag, weekend D-bag candidate, Big L, would be Ty Law. That's my weekend D-bag candidate. Yeah.
My weekend douche motherfucking bag. The goddamn Hall of Fame committee. There's no motherfucking way Cliff Branch should be posthumously honored when a bitch like that ballerina fuck, Lynn Swan, fuck the fact that he went to USC, he was a squealer. And the bitch squealed to less numbers.
Charges. They were pressing charges.
Because Jack motherfucking Tatum put his dick in the goddamn dirt.
Candy ass fucking Steelers.
There's other... What the fuck did Chris Carter do that Cliff Branch didn't?
How many rings he got? Mr. I just catch touchdowns.
Oh. Word of the day. Not a goddamn one. Douche of the motherfucking millennium.
Weekend
the Hall of Fame committee. The Hall of Fame committee. How the fuck did that bitch... Oh, our dynasty. Your dynasty ain't a motherfucking shit. How did he get in before fucking...
Jack Tatum.
Lester Hayes.
Hey, Lester Hayes. I just threw Tatum in there because at least they played the same position so that it's comparable.
Ain't comparable.
Jack Tatum changed the way a position was played. Those guys all.
Jack walked in the front door to all his shit. This bitch gonna sneak in. The motherfucker went to Michigan, for God's sake.
Oh, back door.
Michigan didn't get legitimized till Chuck Wood legitimized the University of Michigan. Y'all been bitches before and since. The great Charles Woodson glorified that shithole that y'all call a stadium.
Now Jim Harbaugh's pissing all over it.
Yeah, that motherfucker's dragging his ass like a dog with a fucking worm up his dick. The Hall of fucking Fame committee. If there ain't 3 Raiders on that bitch next year, don't be surprised if all them bronze statues are in a big motherfucking heap in
There's a
hellhole.
possibility that Raider Nation will burn down the Hall of Fame.
You heard it here first.
If Flores doesn't get in while he's still standing.
I come from a family of ignorant pyromaniac type motherfuckers.
Oh my God! I mean,
they may not be smart enough to know where the fuck Canton is, but I got a map. GPS, you ain't got to be smart no motherfucking more. I'll spell it for they black asses.
Nobody expected the end to be. I mean, we thought we had years with Cliff. I mean, that was a real shocker. 71. That was way too early, way too soon. But you thought they were going to get it right because they've got. It looks like they're starting the vehicle next year to get it.
The Hall of motherfucking knee pads, because you got to get dick in your mouth before you get in that motherfucker.
So I think this will be an easy vote, Raider Nation. I'd like to throw it up to you for our weekend D-bag candidate for number 1. I propose Ty Law, but I do believe the Hall of Fame committee is probably going to win in a landslide. So. If you'd like to vote, is Hall of Fame committee or Ty Law for the weekend D-bag?
Is Dave Dalby in there?
I don't think so. I don't believe so. No, he's not in there.
Here you go. Here's a nice healthy finger.
Todd Christensen is not in there. Who revolutionized the tight end position?
Yeah, but the motherfucker had a perm and he paid for the fucking brokebacks first.
Well, it's true. He did have a perm.
And he pulled his pants up to his nipples, dude.
He had them crazy freaking like helicopter fucking shoulder pads too, man. They looked like straight off of his fucking. But man, he revolutionized the. When I saw that Ty Law got in there, he was a name that just set me back and was like, what? Ty Law?
Oh, stand by, Hall of Fame committee, because you're probably going to be a motherfucking what the fuck.
Possibly. That could be tomorrow. Spoiler alert.
I've had Hall of Fame shits that are more worthy than half the motherfuckers in there.
And this is only the list of Raiders. I mean, my God, I could go through every team and pick out probably a laundry list of guys who should be in there. Now, I understand it's an exclusive club and it's supposed to be exclusive. I get it, but come the fuck on.
Yeah, maybe so many Raiders aren't in there is because they had to put the ones in there that they were scared of, and then the rest of them.
But how'd Tatum not get in? That's the one that.
Because he died.
It usually seems to be how they get in, though, here lately. That's how Snake got in, which is horseshit. Did they ever give them the jacket?
That's what I'm talking about. We need to get these motherfuckers' names.
I like it.
Fuck the building. We need to go to the motherfucking hood. We need to go Raider on these bitches. Just mob they fucking house.
I like it. Mr. Renteria went all Raider name on me. I like it.
Renteria?
Raider Papa.
Mr. Renteria.
Raider's Papa.
Your job is to start posting these motherfuckers' names.
And thank you all for joining us, as always.
Thank you for joining us, by the way.
Chillin'.
You know,
each and every one of them.
We're proud to represent the nation. And we are for the little ears.
Well,
okay.
I wish Facebook could quit fucking with our frames, so I keep trying to keep this M off of L's mouth, but it's somewhat appropriate.
What?
We could get a T-shirt made like that now, just like a fucking that over your mouth. In Australia, down under, mate.
That's what I'm saying, Frank.
Crikey.
So,
so weekend D-bag. Before we move on, shameless plug. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, Twitter. Go subscribe to our YouTube channel, and of course, like, follow, and share us right here on Facebook.
So, Frank,
we're gonna be streaming everything all fucking season. So quit asking.
Frank's word of the day is, "You goddamn right, mate."
You're right. Bloody well right.
You better real white outside.
Yes.
Did he say right or white?
I don't know. It's kind of.
I don't know. I'm still fuck the NFL Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even the NFL. It's just the Hall of Fame, the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Yeah, the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Maybe we
First
should
time
start our own.
I think we should.
ReACTIon Hall of Fame. I like it. For another day.
And it's going to have a wing of suck.
Absolutely.
Wing of suck. And the
Yes.
the Queen Mother of suck.
The Weekend D-Bag Hall of Fame.
Yes.
It will have its own wing.
Uh-huh.
I love it. I love it.
Yes.
It's just going to smell of feces when you walk in there.
Yeah. No, that'll be the Patriot wing. It'll be in the basement.
No, it smells
where
like...
they do their best fucking
No,
work.
that smells of Vaseline and rice.
Thank you. May I have another? Let me see.
Do you like the happy ending, Mr. Kraft? Yes, and please bring a friend. So, moving on to the top stories of the weekend, and there has actually been
Very good for you.
There has actually been some top stories of the weekend, and I like the name of the new stadium, Al. I like it, Allegiant Stadium. We can call it the Al. We can call it the Big Al.
Yep.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, we can just call it the Al.
The Al, man. I love it. The
Al's
Al.
house. Al's house.
So, to me, shit.
Oh, by the way,
it
Allegiant-
could have been something stupid. It could have been the fucking, the blue bonnet something or
Fuck
something
that.
dumb, The fucking, we've got an amphitheater, the 1-800 Ask Gary amphitheater. It could be something stupid. So,
Ask Gary. Oh. As long as it wasn't.
yeah, the amphitheater used to be the 1-800 Ask Gary amphitheater for like a
fuck?
fucking year and a half, 2 years. I was like, get the
The
fuck
Al.
out of here.
However,
It could be that.
But, Allegiant Air may give us some fat fucking deals to Vegas.
So I'm saying, Allegiant Air has cheap-ass direct flights. It is unfortunately the Greyhound. If you've ever flown Allegiant Air, it is the Greyhound of airlines.
At least
it's no
it's
frill.
not
We'll get
the
you there
Spirit.
cheap. We'll get you there cheap and alive. That should be their
could be
slogan.
Spirit.
That could be their slogan. We'll get you there cheap, but you're alive. You will be breathing when you get off the plane.
That's, yeah. The ballless wing of the Hall of Fame will be the Patriots wing. Where the greatest player representing the Patriots will be Steve fucking Grogan. Fuck Tom Brady.
The Patriots.
Fucking
the
wearing
Patriots.
cunt. Oh! I said the C word. Sorry, ladies.
Well, when you're referring to the cheat treats, it does slip out every once in a while.
Yes.
All right, top stories of the weekend. So that one was obviously big. It has a name now. I just been calling it the Palace in the Desert for a while. I kind of liked that. Had a nice ring
Yeah,
to
the
it.
Palace in the Desert.
But it's got an official name. And it's not something stupid. So
I like owls. I like, weekend at owls.
I like the owl.
Yeah.
Could be referred to as the owl. It's
Weekend,
great.
Yeah, the owl.
The Owl. Weekend at Owls. All right. The other probably biggest news was the first official, as official as it gets the fucking week before with the first preseason game of the year. The official Raiders depth chart. The first one of the season has been released. Up until now, it's just been a goddamn long list of every fucking buddy who's in house.
Ariel, what's cracking?
What's up, Ariel? We gotta get Ariel back in the fucking fold, man, with some shit going on from Vegas. I keep fucking forgetting to hit him up because I got so many fucking few minutes in the day. But we gotta get you back in, Ariel. We need you back on the team for this season, man.
Hey,
This
Miss
next year is
Leslie.
a fucking important one, and we gotta have as many Vegas connections as we got.
Hey, Mandy.
So I plan on being a lot
Hey,
of
Mel.
Vegas action next year. I'm gonna be out there a lot.
Yes. Gonna go have a hot steaming owl.
Yes. But the first official depth chart is out. And I would say, I want to talk about defensive side of the ball first, El, because I think the things that jumped out to me the most were on the defensive side of the ball when you look at the depth chart. Obviously, you've got Farrell. He's going to be your starting defensive end. But the other side, the starting defensive end, you got
Surprise!
Josh Morrow. He's over there. And in the middle, too. very shocking that you see the starters as Justin Ellis and Jonathan Hankins, PJ Hall, Maurice Hurst, Arden Key, all bumped to second string front four. That's probably the first thing that jumped out at me when I looked at the official depth chart.
Because that may say somebody, some very, very, very well-playing rookies came into camp feeling entitled.
Yes, possibly. Maybe somebody needed to have their fucking.
Somebody.
I like that point of view. Maybe somebody's ego guy need a little ego check when they came in.
Somebody came in and had the old speed bags punched, huh?
Yeah. Mo Hurst was left off. PJ Hall, Arden Key. Yeah, I think everybody thought you were possibly going to see Farrell at one end and Key at the other, maybe. But to see Josh up there in front of him was quite shocking over there on the other side. And so you got Arden Key backing up Farrell and Benson Maioa on the other side. God, butchered his fucking name. On the other side, backing up Morrow. So.
Well, his name could have been Grocock or something like that.
Could have been worse.
Yeah.
Sorry for butchering your name. And then back on the third line, you've got everybody's darling there, Mad Max. Now, you've seen Mad Max going up against some of the second string offensive linemen. He looked really good. Then you see him go up against Trent Brown. And Trent made him look like his bitch.
Yeah,
So-
I was going to say Conor McGregor looked real good until he went up against somebody that used to wrestle fucking bears, too.
Yeah. So, once you see him against a quality veteran NFL tackle, he didn't look quite like he looked that first day or so with the rookies.
Yeah.
So that's why you're seeing him back there at third string. There's a lot of guys that are playing the end, and we need some guys to get up the field. So that's why you see that. Now, looking at the linebackers, you've got Tahir Whitehead, Vontaze Burfict in the middle, and Brandon Marshall on your other edge. That puts Marquel Lee, Kabinda, and Nicholas Morrow as your second line of linebackers.
Okay, which is cool to me because that means Morrow maintained the growth that he showed last year after they got rid of all the crying bitches with money.
The fact that we have, I could see both of those lines being able to start. The fact that we have 6 solid quality linebackers in, and back on the third string, you've got this guy Tavon Coney, who is an interesting guy. He's out of Notre Dame, right? That was the kid out of Notre Dame, and he's an interesting one back there. So you got him back there as kind of that wild card at the linebacker position. So very interesting, just to see what the depth chart looks like.
To echo on Mr. Russ Porter, the douchebags of the week at some point this year are going to be all you motherfuckers that was talking shit about my man, Mr. Miller.
Colton?
Yeah.
Well,
Because
I may fall into that category. I've talked
like Russ said.
I wouldn't say I've talked shit. I've questioned whether he was the answer at left.
He's been making a whole lot of people look like his
He
bitch.
has. He's looked very, very good. He has looked very, very good.
Because...
but you know who I've noticed I haven't heard a lot of buzz about out of camp? And that's Cleveland Farrell. The buzz about him has been somewhat quiet. I haven't heard any bad things about him, but have you heard any, like real raves about him? I haven't seen a lot.
But
it's been somewhat Luke.
who's our coach and our GM?
Well, true.
When's the last time motherfuckers that was gonna do shit ever warned you? Oh, we have this, and this, and we gonna come fuck you up, or did they just come bust that ass and keep it popping?
It's true, but there's just so many eyes on training camp.
But
that how does anything get by?
everybody that checked, they end up in the top 10 the next year in the fucking draft. Mark my motherfucking word. When the last time you heard all we ever know every year about...
Yeah.
I'm going to give credit where credit's due on this one. The fucking Cheatriots. When's the last time they came into the season and we thought they were going to be anything other than a bunch of cheating bitches? I mean, granted, they lived down to that expectation.
Yes.
But who the fuck they have on defense? I don't know, but at the end of the year, the motherfuckers in the Pro Bowl, and we don't know who the fuck they are.
No. But they're there. They
Just
got the stats
because
and-
you don't hear all the motherfuckers you hear about all over the league. Okay. The ones that have proven themselves, cool. The ones that haven't, motherfuck you, mother keep. I don't give a fuck what anybody else got to say. Mel Kiper said, motherfucker,
fucking Mel Kiper.
Rusty Hilger was going to be in the fucking Pro Bowl.
I can't stand Mel Kiper.
You know?
So, looking at the defensive backs on the depth chart, Daryl Worley and Gary Conley were slated as your starters, which I don't think is a shock there. You got Trayvon Mullen and Nick Nelson backing them up. Nevin Lawson, word here this evening is that he's going to be...
he's going to get 4.
He's going to be suspended.
But does that mean he appealed it? And
I don't know. I'm going to have to look into the details of it. I was just catching it before I got the show on.
Because I heard that on my way in.
And he is going to be suspended. I will have more info on that. But he is basically a third-string corner right now. But we'll see. Not somebody we were looking to be a big key player out of the gate anyway.
Right.
Now, the safeties, when you're looking at the depth chart, they've got 3 safeties listed on the starters of the depth chart. LaMarcus Joyner and Jonathan Abram both slated in at the same position, and Carl Joseph as well. So basically, they're saying we got a 3-headed monster at safety. And that also leads me to all of the rumors you've been hearing about a safety getting traded out of here. You've got Eric Harris, who's really stepped up, and they've signed him. Right. Now you've brought in LaMarcus Joyner, who's got the most experience. You bring in Jonathan Abram in the first round. Carl Joseph really stepped up last year, and I keep hearing the talk and the rumors about trading Carl Joseph.
And that, to me, is enhanced by the fact that Carl Joseph comes out and says, I want to be a Raider for life. Why are you going to put that in the atmosphere unless your agent's been contacted and said, you can go out and look for trades?
Yeah.
And
I don't want to look for a trade.
I don't want to go nowhere.
I don't want to
These
go nowhere.
motherfuckers about to ride. I want to ride with everybody else.
I
don't want to play in fucking Cleveland.
No, because God knows, man, you go trade, you're going to the highest bidder now. And the thing is, I think Carl Joseph built his value last season. He stepped it up, man. He was hitting people at the line. He was playing with reckless abandon that I love to see out of a safety. And I think he raised his trade stock.
And okay, we have this from Jill.
Uh-oh, what do we got, Jill?
Do you think AB will behave and focus on playing ball?
100%.
Look, and this is the thing y'all forget.
Dude, that's a talented man with a lot of people to prove wrong.
Problem in Schittsburg.
Never. Until this last season when they
shit on him. And Big Bitch was throwing him under the bus when he was the one fucking up.
If you go back and watch that video that AB posted about a week ago on his YouTube channel, go watch that. It's about 8 minutes long, and it's a little documentary. Of course, he made it, so it's fucking highly overproduced. But it still gives you an insight into how fucking Big Ben fucking backdoor would slander his wide receivers, would go on his own radio show and slander his wide receivers on a weekly basis, drag them out in a public forum, and basically spank them in front of everybody.
Take absolutely no credit for him.
He had an owner's mentality, and he treated everybody like shit. I mean, Big Ben is your serial big man on campus, fucking jock, fucking Mr. Varsity Letter, who's forcing himself on chicks in a fucking men's room stall. I mean, he's your textbook piece of shit. So to think that he would treat his teammates in that manner is a stretch. No, that ain't a stretch.
Nah.
He wanted. I think AB's going to be fine. The way he's already talked about Derek Carr. I mean, Derek Carr is as stand-up individual as you're going to fucking meet. You can't say a bad thing about him. He's not going to be upset with him because he likes him as a human being. Nobody likes Big Ben as a human being. His mama probably don't even like him.
And that's the reality of it, man. I mean, look where you're getting your fucking information about AB being a cancer. It's Pittsburgh putting it out. And it's fucking ESP fuck promoting it like Dana White on his knees.
Yeah, trying to sell a fight.
Yeah, skull-skeeting fucking McGregor. So, consider
Le'Veon Bell left. I mean, they not only lost the best wide receiver in the game. Let's not forget that the number one running back in the game decided to set out for an entire fucking season in his prime instead of playing with that fucking piece of shit, Ben Roethlisberger, and playing for Mike Tomlin and his bugged out eyes. So instead of playing for them, this dude decided to sit out an entire year of his prime. An entire year of his prime. So, yeah, there's way more behind the scenes there. then I mean, even
gotta
Hines
consider-
Ward even came out
Yeah.
and has said things about the way Roethlisberger drags his wide receivers through the mud publicly, and the dude's just a piece of shit. He can throw a football.
The beloved Hines Ward has shit to do with the Steelers.
So
He'll go to Pittsburgh. He'll go to things, but he'll do them as Hines Ward. He won't do that shit with the team. Fuck Ben Rapelessberger.
yeah, there's a reason.
Needle dick, fat, fucking fuzzy motherfucker. And I can call the bitch fat because I'm juicy. Fuck y'all. Fuck him. Fuck his ugly ass.
In your face, sucker.
Ooh. I pity the fool.
So that's your defensive side of the ball. If you're
See, I got my starter kit, bitches.
your first official depth chart of the season. Now,
But if you want a real depth
the
chart,
offensive.
hit us up in the DMs.
Easy now.
Ah.
Nothing, not as glaring or anything that was a telltale sign of big changes or anything on the offensive depth chart from what I pretty much we already knew. Hunter Renfrow being penciled in as your starting number 3, I would say was probably the biggest thing that jumped out to me. And J.J. Nelson slotted in as the backup of Antonio Brown. I was curious to see who was going to step up and be the first 3, but I don't know what that really tells you. That just means they want to see as much of Hunter Renfrow as they can in the first game.
I think that one, and then 2,
Leslie, come on. We got so close. 18 minutes to the finish. Damn it. Damn it. Leslie. I give you the power.
I guess
evil,
he heard-
and this is what you do.
I guess when he heard fuck, he was ready to go.
He was ready to go. Easy. Calm down. Steve. So that was probably the first thing that jumped out to me was it kind of gave you a little look in the pecking order of where the wide receivers are thus far. Because so far, that's really one of the biggest questions on offense. That and guard, left guard. They've got Richie Incognito slated in there as the starter, which obviously he will be once he gets back from his 2 games for threatening decapitation.
I'd be
of dead
pissed. It's
people.
like, I'm going to be in this boat. Y'all can't even, like, give me something to show to my fucking kids? I mean, what the fuck?
So you've got Jonathan Cooper slated in behind him. Now, Jonathan Cooper was supposed to be your 3rd stringer, just a scab that they brought in, but Good is down for a while now. He's going to be out till game 2, first couple games at least.
Yeah, that motherfucker going to fuck around and end up.
So
He could be fucking trade bait.
So we're looking at starting with Jonathan Cooper as our left guard. He's nothing more than a fucking he's a finger in the dike, basically. He's a little boy standing there trying to stop.
I've had my finger in the dike and brought her back over the fence.
All right, congratulations.
Oh.
Maybe she was just a switch hitter.
Nah. She retired her strap on.
Easy now. All right. Yeah. All right. Tight end. You've got Darren Waller. Now, man, this guy is on the fucking hype train thus far of Chris Warren III almost from last season. Chris Warren III. I'm just gonna have to sneak that in and out because I keep using that accent because that's the only reason I wanted Chris Warren III to keep making the bottom of the fucking running back list because he's got I like using a cool British accent every time I can.
I mean, it's like, motherfucker, shut up and do something when it counts before you come out.
I mean, you go look at his stat line. He hasn't really done nothing. He's been in the league for a few years. He's really done jack and shit. So why all of a sudden is he going to step up this year? I don't. I saw a little flash, but to say that he's all of a sudden he's a top 10 tight end now, like they're.
I don't see Marcel Aitman anywhere on this depth chart.
Yeah, he's here. He's where did I see him? He's right there. He's backup of Tyrell Williams.
Yeah, but you know what I think's gonna happen? That motherfucker is bigger than Waller. On the low.
That's interesting.
I honestly feel like teaching that motherfucker how to block a little bit. He's quiet. He's dedicated to the craft. He busted his ass and got off the practice squad and onto the fucking regulars on the regular fucking squad his rookie year. I'd rather have somebody out there willing to bust their ass than run around in front of a fucking camera. You want to be on Hard Knocks?
We are rated MA. Come on, Sin Sister East.
What?
she's crying for a baptism.
Oh, look here, baby. You need a baptism. Come here.
It is Monday Night Misfit Madness. We bill it accordingly. It's a long weekend, so we gotta
You say
come out.
you misfit, I fit perfect. Shit, if I need a shoehorn, I'm going in.
All right, there you go.
Again.
Now, sticking with the tight ends. Oh, Jesus Christ. What I thought was interesting, at the end of the depth chart, you see Luke Wilson and Paul Butler slated at basically in the fourth, as the fourth on the depth chart.
You know Luke's making the team. He's back there because he's a fucking pocket knife. He's a Swiss Army knife.
And, do you need to put a lot of miles on him in preseason? I don't think so. You know what you're going to get out of him.
Man, if you got him running now by the 5th week of the season, his ass is going to be out there in a fucking hover round.
Yeah.
So...
Well, that's Mario. I mean, that's one of your biggest questions that you try to start to get answered out of week one is who's going to be your backup quarterback. So yeah, you're going to start one of those guys. And Peterman seems to be starting to take he seems to be taking a step forward to try and grab that clipboard.
He's holding his Peterman.
Oh man, I still
be right back.
Mike Glennon is ranked as the second on the depth chart. I still want it to be Glennon. He's got the most experience in the league as a starting quarterback. I'd rather make Mike Glennon holding the clipboard than I do Nathan Peterman. Peterman, he's an interesting story, I guess.
It could be Chris fucking Ricks as long as he can fucking throw the ball. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Accurately.
Yeah, we'll see.
Pat McGrowan could throw the ball.
Not accurately.
And then his little brother Yank. Also, his thief name was Connor Cook.
Oh. Failures of the past.
Goddamn right.
So, running back, Chris Warren III. Last weekend's big news. He's gone.
Gotta find
we brought in Mike Gillespie. Gave him a little look. Apparently they didn't, they kicked the tires on him, sent his ass on down the road. But they did pick up Mac Brown. Now,
I'm cool with that one.
Mac Brown from Florida, he's an interesting story.
I mean,
he had a little bit of time.
He's from Florida, though. I mean.
Yeah, well, Florida's, they do pretty
decent. As long as you put a plug up his ass so all that oil doesn't leak out of him, I mean.
So he's a Gator, but he's had a little action. Not much. He's had 111 yards rushing.
He's being summoned.
Oh no. On that's what the fuck I was saying. He's had a little action, but he's only got 111 yards on 16 attempts, and so. On 16 attempts, so this is what it is. But you bring him in and you've shoved him at the end of the fucking depth chart, so he's, it is what it is. You got him, James Butler, and DeAndre Washington. What I find interesting, purple drink.
I can throw.
Purple drink. Somebody say something about purple drink. Jawaros. He's always down for some purple drink.
I am Jawaros. Cuckoo, cuckoo.
Cuckoo, cuckoo. I am the Eggman.
Hey, Sonny. It's the sound every time Tom Brady tries to mount a woman.
It's the sound every time Tom Brady tongue kisses his son. So now looking at the running back tree, this was the one that I found interesting as well. Probably most of the offensive depth chart. You got Josh Jacobs at number 1. I don't think that's a shocker. You got Doug Martin slid in there at the number 2, which, you know, makes me want to lose my dinner. And then you got Jalen Richard, and back there in the other, the end of your depth chart, you got DeAndre Washington, James Butler, and now Mac Brown. So DeAndre Washington still looks like he's got one foot out the door to me.
Yeah, I was about to say that motherfucker's cut.
I think he's done. James Butler, I'm not sold on because he didn't have a lot. He didn't really make a team last year. He hung around our practice squad, and then he didn't get much action after that. He didn't get a lot of action his senior year at Iowa. Mac Brown seems to be your possibility of stepping in.
Well, you know,
And I still say, man, we're going to bring in a veteran. When you
Well,
see guys
and that's
like
the thing.
Gillislee coming in, they're looking. They're shopping.
Brown, I mean, and Mac Brown is technically a veteran, and he's only 23.
True. I mean, he's, I guess, a veteran with 111 yards of rushing.
Fuck you for proving me stupid.
I mean, he's been on the sideline.
Hey,
He's got about as much experience as the towel boy, but
watch this reach. Well, so was Steve Young.
that was a reach.
I told you, motherfucker, look how long these arms are.
Washington is skating, man. He's skating big time. Big time, big time, big time. He is skating. So,
the minute somebody sprains a uterus somewhere else, he's
like I said, make sure you turn in tomorrow night after Hard Knocks. We're going to be giving away one of these Derek Carr rookie cards tomorrow night.
One of those paninis.
One of these Panini Prism Derek Carr rookie cards.
Yep.
Yes. And I'll give out some stickers too, as well. And some other shit. Remember, tomorrow night, Hard Knocks, we are streaming it. It'll be on the Pirate page. You just got to come to the page 30 minutes before the broadcast. We'll have the link up to the Pirate page. You click on it. You go over. You watch the fucking show. You don't share the son of a bitch, because you share the son of a bitch, then the man comes knocking on the fucking door. Then he takes down the stream off the Pirate page. Then he closes the Pirate page. Then we got to go to another Pirate page. Then you miss part of the Hard Knocks. And you see all the trouble
Pay
it causes.
attention,
So
you
just
dumb
show
motherfuckers.
up. You show up. You chat with Raider Nation that's watching with you. Enjoy the show. You know, you're getting it for free. And then you click right back over to Raider Reaction
And
for the
very-
instant reaction of Hard Knocks and the Raider Nation Report following
And
right
remember,
after, as soon as it's over.
Talk shit to opposing fans. Don't boot them, because then they'll report the page, because they're snatch bags.
Oh, yeah. Talk shit to tell all you want of them. Because I'll be here, and I'll be muting the fuck out of any of them bastards anyway, so you guys can just unload on them. We'll be taking care of them. We'll take the light work.
Because if they're not Raider fans, mother keep them.
Yeah. So, we got to stay.
Pretty much.
We've got pirate pages planted all over social media. So, and every week it's going to be a different one. So, all you got to do is come back every week. You don't have to ask us every time you're going to stream it. Fuck yes, we're going to stream it.
Pirate.
Heck yes, we're going to stream it. Every goddamn time. Every time. What the fuck was that?
That's a pirate page.
All right. Interesting. So, we got Chucky going tomorrow night, man. It's hard to tell what, they're going to edit the fuck out of that. They're going to, man, it's hard to tell. This is going to be an overproduced fucking piece of garbage. I am not excited about this. I don't like, they're dragging people in and fucking crushing their dreams right there for your viewing
Let's talk
pleasure.
about something.
What?
The SSER.
We may have to re-christen the shit. Interesting.
Still, fuck the Hall of Fame committee.
Interesting. So, remember, while Hard Knocks is on, we're going to shift our Tuesday night shows back an hour to accommodate the Hard Knocks stream, and then reaction show directly after. So, as soon as you guys get done, and you're all sitting there like, what the fuck did I just watch? You come on here, we can all talk about what the fuck we just watched. Because it's going to probably be some, probably going to be people telling Doug Martin how trashy he is, and who knows what else. I don't like seeing young men's dreams crushed for my viewing pleasure. That's what I don't like about Hard Knocks. Sure, I like the behind the scenes shit to an extent, but I don't,
It's kind of morbid to watch people's souls get snatched.
It
from
is,
them.
man. They're,
It's like
they're
just
filming
reaching
when
their
they're
dreams.
calling their old lady and their mom. I just got cut.
I remember one year
It's
some
okay,
dude-
Jimmy. Come on home. We still love you.
Yeah.
I mean,
One dude called his mom saying, I got cut. Oh my God, what hospital you in?
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Really? Immediately, she thinking he got shanked.
Yeah. Because you know what neighborhood this motherfucker's from. Did Pookie and them get out? I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. He's probably like, damn, Mom, I settled that shit years ago.
But for all y'all that let y'all's kids watch Teen Mom, that bitch gonna be pregnant in 2 weeks. Promise. Because school about to start.
Don't do it.
And all them
Don't do it.
scandalous motherfuckers been
It's
around.
the dumbing of our society. MTV, man. It's supposed to be music television. Now they got the fucking pregnant teenagers and shit on there. And
Pregnant teenagers.
And fat girls pretending to be dudes catfishing motherfuckers
Dude,
and shit. That's
hey.
all it's on there.
Catfish is fucked up.
My daughter watches that shit. I just walk by and shake my head.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, and you
what
get
happened
sucked
to
in
good
for
old
like
shows
2
like,
minutes. Okay,
what
we're
happened
taking
like
a
Married
break.
with Children and, you know, like good shows that had like a plot and
Oh,
shit.
and then they...
And like
come on.
a beginning, like a story, and an end.
Dude, I've seen every episode of Married with Children
Oh, I
ever.
have too.
Where's the fucking plot?
every-
Where's the plot? I'm calling you. Where's the plot?
There's a start and there's a conclusion to every show.
Yeah, Al gets fucked. That was the plot.
It's true, but it's the greatest show ever.
Here, here. Sanford and Son, but see, I'm a little older than you.
Greatest show ever.
Greatest show ever be.
Oh, Sanford and Son? Sanford and Son is a good show.
You
I watched
big
Sanford.
dummy.
I watched Sanford and Son. Oh, snap. Already.
Oh,
See, my wife's been playing with the volume again.
that wasn't me.
Remember, tomorrow night,
Tomorrow night.
the Pirate Page. Half hour
Pirate
before
Page.
Hard Knocks, you come here, you get the link, you go to the Pirate Page, you watch it. The Pirate Page is only there for when the stream's up, and then we unpublish it after, and you're gonna have to come back next week and do the same thing. Same thing for the preseason, same thing for the regular season. So please don't hit up the page and don't put these posts up and there's a hope somebody's gonna stream. Of course we're gonna goddamn stream it. What do you mean you hope? You ain't gotta hope. Motherfucker, you ain't gotta send up prayer. You ain't gotta fucking write a letter to Santa. You ain't gotta do none of that shit. Just come to Raider Reaction. We got you covered. Come to Butthead.
Come like Rick James
So,
to crack.
tomorrow night, we got Hard Knocks. As soon as Hard Knocks over, Reaction Show and the Raider Nation Report all wrapped up in one little fucking Southern Black cornucopia of fucking awesomeness for your Tuesday. No, we're not, Jonathan. Not at all.
What?
Yes, we're streaming Hard Knocks.
Stuff. Motherfucker.
So, tomorrow night, and then Prime's back on Wednesday, and I've got a very special show for you on Thursday. We're in the final hookups of getting Alonzo Thomas, Skip Thomas's son, Zoe, is going to be on with us on Thursday. We're
And
getting
if
all that
you
dialed
don't
in.
know who Alonzo Thomas was, he was Dr. Death.
Dr. Death's son. So you got to check that out.
Damn, I'm doing it again.
Skip Thomas' son, Zoe, on with us Thursday. And then, of course, Friday is Black Friday. So we've got an awesome week planned for you. Hard Knocks tomorrow night. Thank you for joining us, as always. We're out of here. Till tomorrow. Peace, love.
Raider Nation, fuck the NFL Hall of Fame. Yeah!